Horses there.
I think Jango Baie very strong at even money, looking to do what Exotic Dancer, Might Bite, Jerry Colombo all done, coming second in a Gold Cup, coming on here to win the bowl. Let's find out who's going to make it. Richard.
I've been making it on Protektorat, to be honest. I think otherwise he's too keen. And Pic D'Orhy would be the other one, but with maybe the doubt. It's interesting, Nico spies the first. We shall see. Away we head for the Racing Welfare Bowl Chase. Protektorat, Jango Baie, and on the outside, Pic D'Orhy head towards the first. In fourth place is Impere Pass, as Protektorat leads them over fence number 1, Spillans Tower, held up at the back. So Protektorat is going to prove the front runner, as they'll now make their journey up the home straight towards number 2, which is an open ditch. And Protektorat, as always, full of enthusiasm, puts himself right. Jango Baie, not the best jump there, joined on the outside by Pic D'Orhy, Spillans Tower, and last of all is Impere Pass. So on the long run down towards the third, Protektorat and Harry Skelton. Harry involved in his normal slight battle, just trying to get Protektorat to conserve energy, so enthusiastic is he. Pic D'Orhy moves into second place. After that error, Jango Baie is back in third. Spillans Tower brushed through the top at the back of the pack. So Protektorat it is who leads them up past us. Leading by about 3 lengths, and now Harry just trying to steady it down, Ruby. It's not always easy on him, but he appears to be just about winning the battle.
Just about winning the battle, yeah. Or Richard, there's nothing really has happened. You wouldn't be worried about any horse here. Jango Baie's in a nice rhythm. Impere Pass is definitely jumping and travelling better than he did in the Ryanair. Spillans Tower may be off the bend there. Mark was squeezing a little bit, but I'd say everyone is happy.
Yeah, the pace has definitely steadied as Protektorat leads them. It's when he spies a fence that he begins to latch on again, and he heads them towards the first down the back, leading by around about 2 lengths from Pic D'Orhy. Jango Baie takes it in third place. Spillans Tower and Impere Pass content to sit out the back early on. Plain fence before the second open ditch, and out in the lead, Protektorat, leading by around about 2 lengths. Pic D'Orhy on the outer as Protektorat approaches the next, takes it fluently. Jango Baie, just for the second time, just brushes through the top of the fence, an economy of height as they reach another open ditch. Protektorat, Pic D'Orhy, Jango Baie on the outside, Impere Pass, and Spillans Tower as well grouped. They now prepare to make their way out of the back straight shortly. So Protektorat on the inside of Pic D'Orhy, and they take the last down the back. Spillans Tower made a mistake there for sure, and Pic D'Orhy just applying a little bit of pressure to Protektorat as they move out of the back straight. So Protektorat, left hand down, leads Pic D'Orhy. Jango Baie, fourth place for Impere Pass, and Spillans Tower, Libby mentioned it moving away, just going flat out at the moment. That mistake didn't help. It's just put him on the back foot. Still got a long way to go as we reach the cross fence. Protektorat over from Pic D'Orhy. Jango Baie jumped that better. Impere Pass, and Spillans Tower's managed to close the gap on the other 4. So they make the turn back up the home straight, which Protektorat knows particularly well. Leading from in second place Pic D'Orhy, Jango Baie in the red and white diamonds in third, Impere Pass and Spillans Tower. Protektorat then on towards the next, pops over in the lead. From Pic D'Orhy in second, Jango Baie in third, Spillans Tower's right back amongst them now, and Impere Pass on the outside. So racing towards the open ditch, and Protektorat just allowed to open up a little bit. Takes it well, and Spillans Tower another mistake. That was a second semi-serious error. It just forced Mark Walsh back in the saddle as Protektorat leads by 2 lengths. Pic D'Orhy in second, Jango Baie finding a rhythm now in third, Impere Pass and Spillans Tower, who's now back at the rear of the field after that error. So Protektorat leads them towards the next. He measures it, good leap by Pic D'Orhy, likewise Jango Baie and Impere Pass, and Spillans Tower is last of the 5. So the formation is roughly the same as a circuit ago, Ruby. They're just beginning to pack up. Who would you like and who don't you like?
The one I like is the horse in front. He's the one, Richard, that you haven't mentioned at any point for making a mistake or being off the bridle or a bit scruffy. He's just doing everything in a lovely rhythm, and he's been very simple. Impere Pass has been on and off it, so too is Spillans Tower. Jango Baie right now is just struggling for a little bit, and Pic D'Orhy's travelling fine. But the one horse in front is the one that has done the most things right to here.
Yeah, how many times have we said that about Protektorat? Can he last home? He leads from Pic D'Orhy in second place as they reach the first down the back, and he soars over at Jango Baie and get high. Neither Spillans Tower. Those two, if they manage to win, it's because of their ability rather than the way they've jumped this afternoon, as Protektorat on towards the 7th last. Leads Pic D'Orhy. Impere Pass is beginning to creep a little bit closer. Protektorat sees another good stride. Jango Baie in third place. Spilan's Tower now being ridden a little bit more urgently, and this is the second last open ditch. It is 6 from the finish. Protektorat out in the lead. Nimble there, picked Dory's first serious mistake, and Jango Baie moves through past him with Impere Pass. Spilan's Tower is under pressure, and Pic Dory was knocked back significantly by that error. Protektorat with Jango Baie now applying a little bit more pressure, and likewise Impere Pass. So the 11-year-old Protektorat now feeling the breath of the younger rivals round his neck, but he presses on with his usual determination. In second, Jango Baie. Impere Pass, having got alongside, is ridden Spilan's Tower and Pic Dory as Protektorat heads towards the fourth last. It's Protektorat from Jango Baie up on the outside as they reach that. Over in third is Impere Pass as they make the turn back towards the third last, and once again they press Protektorat, and Jango Baie noses to the front, and Protektorat is now being pressed by both Jango Baie and also Impere Pass as they race towards the third last. Jango Baie in the centre, Protektorat to the right, Impere Pass to the left, 3 out. Over in the lead it is Jango Baie who takes the lead for the first time. Impere Pass is second. Protektorat is now back in third and being ridden along. Impere Pass comes to Jango Baie as they take the second last. Jango Baie, bad mistake. Impere Pass took up half a length in advance and came down. Protektorat has been left in second place as they make their way now down towards the final obstacle, and clear it is Jango Baie who has the advantage. Protektorat being closed on by Pic Dory. He is 20 lengths down. Spilan's Tower's been pulled up. Jango Baie, again he brushes through the last. He hasn't got very high at several of them, but he's going to win the race as he's 15 lengths clear. Protektorat battling on for second. Pic Dory is third. Impere Pass has galloped away okay. As Jango Baie, it is second in the Gold Cup, first in the Racing Welfare Bowl. Protektorat in second place, his usual honest run. Pic Dory is third, and he's the last to finish. Spilan's Tower has been pulled up. Just looking for the rider. I think he is up okay. The horse is up okay. Impere Pass, Paul Townend on the deck. But Jango Baie left clear, possibly getting the better of the argument at the time. The even money favourite bounces back, as does Nico de Boinville.
And after that bad luck in our last race with Lulambo, it's gone right here for Jango Baie. Nico and Nicky winning this race for a third time. There was some strange old jumping in the race.
I'll tell you what, you know you can wear a whoop and it shows your heart rate. Well, I would think if Nico de Boinville was wearing a whoop, it would have been exploded, because this horse several times on the way around, he got really deep and he looked really awkward. It's just his class has gotten through today.
Yeah, he jumped very average all the way. As he said beforehand, his Gold Cup form was obviously the best, and it got him home.
Goodness, that jump at the second last, Nico, was incredible.
Yeah, he really came for me there and put the race to bed. They've done a fantastic job with the ground, but all in all, I'm absolutely delighted with Jango. I mean, he's come back. Henry Main, who rides him every day, said that he was in great order, and I think he sort of put to bed that stat that they go to the Gold Cup and then don't come here, but absolutely delighted with him.
I mean, to run a race like that in the Gold Cup and finish second, and to come back a month later like that, I mean, we know what a tough race the Gold Cup is. That is something else.
Well, that's all down to the trainer and the team at home, I suppose, so that's great. Well done, Sawa. Sawa looks after him every day. Thank you. He's looked after many good horses, but very special and great for the Barneys as well. I know this will mean a lot to them, so I'm delighted.
And what a sport this is. You know, 20 minutes ago you were probably eating dirt, and I wouldn't want to have heard what was coming out of your mouth, and poor Lulambo went one way and you went the other. 20 minutes later, here you are.
It's a funny old game, and it certainly keeps you meek and humble, and yeah, certainly put manners on you.
How hard is it when you're riding such big, high-profile horses, you're on the ground, to clear your head and walk into that paddock with just dealing what's in front of you and not what's behind you?
You just have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, come on lad, chin up, let's go again. So, yeah.
Well, you certainly did that. Nico, fantastic performance.
Thanks, Alice, thank you.
Salma buoyant leading up that horse, and these grooms just love their horses. Isn't that a welcome sight? Impere Pass is absolutely okay. What a relief for Amy Morrissey there, in floods of tears. She's got her boy back and he is okay, thank goodness, because he was travelling pretty well still, wasn't he, AP?
Yeah, he was going to make a race of it, that's for sure. He was, you know, he seemed to travel pretty good all the way through the race, but the horse that won, just as I said, the Gold Cup form was so strong. He's such a good stayer, and he jumped very indifferently, but he managed to get it done. You watched him here. I think this is probably going down to the, and we'll see in a second with Nico's actions, but it's down to the last. He's taking him back to make sure that he didn't do anything silly. It was a good performance winner. You know, the Gold Cup form was really good, and just where that had an impact.